Hey everybody, this is my second attempt at recording a decoying video on this amazing game, BULT Hunting Simulator. I'm going to try and show my tips and techniques for decoying more mallards, and a spot, maybe two, that I've been hunting recently that is pretty good. So let's hop in and we will see what we're going to be working with today. So as far as weather days, I don't really see anything that crazy that really piques my interest besides the 3 a.m. It's gonna be a little hard to see, so I apologize. I don't have any filters on here, so it's not gonna be super easy to see it. But I am going to hopefully put out a good demo for you guys to be able to replicate yourselves and hopefully get more ducks in the decoys. So this lake I'm going to right now is called Axehead Lake. It's not an official name of the lake. It's actually off of the Wolf's Brothers BULT Hunting Simulator Discord. You can find the maps and the names and whatnot of the bodies of water on that. So definitely check it out. But if you are looking at the map, it's literally, as you saw, just walk out the door, take a right, head through the woods, and it's the first lake that you come upon. Get to the corner of the lake here. All down to the right side of the lake. Your teal already. It's good. Then run down here, and we're gonna do a decoy setup. Oh, that's a lot of ducks. Woohoo! Not gonna try and shoot one. I could, but I'm not. But the more decoys you have, the better. Let me put it that way. I believe you can only do 10 of each sex regarding decoys. You're at 20 total mallard decoys. Now that's a widgeon. They're worth a little bit of money. Ooh. Yeah, no idea where that went. Yes, widgeon are a little bit of money. That would be why. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. There are a ton of ducks coming over here right now. I don't like that. Well then. Well, I guess that wasn't a bad decision. Now I can continue putting these decoys out. That would be the goal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So I'm gonna do 5 of each sets. Right off that corner point. I'm using these as blockers to try and center these ducks up in the center within 20 meters, and this setup usually does pretty good. Now it's never a guarantee. Here, more teal. Like I said, it's never a guarantee, but it's really hot. So, corner, bucket sticks, corner out here. Usually I sit like right here. So I'm not using a blind. And the reason why I'm not using a blind, number one, weight. Number two, it doesn't really do much for me. Because if I'm getting ducks on the decoys, usually they're close enough so you can have a quick enough reaction time as they do take off to where you're still killing a decent amount of birds. Anyway, I'm gonna sit here, wait, pigeon, calling my head right now. I don't know where he came from. I'll talk a little bit about calls here in a bit. I would just like to show this off a little bit more in the daylight here before I really. Pretty sure there might be some of my decoys. They're stuck in my decoy. Haha. Anyway, they do decoy. Feel like that was pretty obvious. At the decoy. As I just totally shot one in the decoys. I'm not gonna do too much talking right now. Because like I said, the main points I want to make should be made in the daylight. Those are widgets. Widgets that don't want to decoy. Now they won't always decoy, regardless of how much you call. I mean, they could see reflection, water movement, wind speed. Yeah, but they will decoy. You just have to get a good enough feel on your own map of how you should set your decoys. But generally speaking, what I just did is works on this body of water 9 out of 10 times. Well, I was not intentionally going to shoot that, but gave me a shot. I said I'm gonna probably cut sections of this video out, so pardon the radio silence. Hearing widgeon, I think they're on the water. Got mallards and decoys. I don't know how I got that third one, but I did through the cattails, so I'm not complaining. I just, wow. I hear these widgeon. I don't know where they are. Oh. And the decoys, that's where they are. So yes, the calling does work. Well, there were some mallards over there. That was, that's more of a target species. But definitely take ducks that are in your decoys. I don't complain about that one bit. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. If these mallards make a liar out of me. I don't think they will. Gosh, more widget. No, they did not. They don't care about that time. Whether they saw me or not, I really don't know. Ooh, that's a big group of mallards right there. Ooh. Wow, I just watched all those mallards just dump over there. Yeah, so they don't always decoy. Um, some ducks traffic very easily. Some ducks traffic a little bit, and some ducks don't traffic at all. And what trafficking means, as far as duck hunting, is when you're not in a spot that they want to land, but you are in the vicinity of where they want to land, or you're in a flyway of where they're going to one place or another to land. And you can call ducks off of a spot that they want to land. And that's called trafficking a duck off of their main flight line. So some ducks traffic. I find widgeon here traffic beautifully. And you don't even have to have widgeon decoys. If they're widgeon flying and you have the widgeon call, it's 7 times out of 10 blowing that widgeon call and you keep blowing that widgeon call, as long as you hear them, you will turn birds into the decoys. Shovelers, sometimes, they're kind of that 50-50 bird as far as trafficking. They actually, I feel like they call in better on shoveler decoys, or shoveler calls. Oh, we got more widgeon. Well, that was crap. Jeez. But, I find that shovelers will traffic on a mallard call in the mallard decoys more than they will traffic with shoveler calls in the mallard decoys, or even shoveler calls with shoveler decoys. Just a bird that likes the company of other birds, regardless of whether or not they're the same species of duck. Teal, they don't traffic. Won't get them to come in, regardless of how much you call, regardless of how many decoys you have. If you're not in a spot that's a teal on the land, you're not getting teal in the decoys. Mallards are another one of those 50-50 birds. They can decoy in a traffic situation, or they may not decoy in a traffic situation. Early calling and early seeing those ducks very early and calling before they put their feet down is crucial when trafficking mallards. Because once mallards are locked up, as you saw with mallards that were crossing down to this corner, were locked up. As soon as they're locked up, they will not turn off. They will not come over on land. They're going to go in that corner. They're going to feed. They're going to loft. They're going to drink. They're going to do whatever they do. And the only way of killing those birds is sneaking up to them, or maybe getting them to come swim across with a feed call. Scup. Scup, I don't really have too much experience with. I don't decoy them. Very rarely shoot them, and when I do shoot them, it's out of the boat. So I can't really tell you if they traffic or not. I just know that they like the big lake at the start. As you see, when you got it early morning like this, they don't really fly once it gets some light in the sky. At least they don't dark in the morning, but they will into evening into dark. They will. They fly a lot. Even in the open, sunny hours. We're just kind of in a waiting game right here. I like to call a little bit. Single quacks, complex caller. They're real attention grabbers. Landing, just in case I don't see a duck or don't hear a duck that's in the area. I put it in my decoys. I've seen it work. I've used that collar just being goofy, and I've put blocks of 30 mallards in the decoys I didn't know were there. There are a bunch of ducks on that backside. I can just barely make them out right now. But against those reeds. Come on, my lords. Gonna be finicky. They have their times they want to fly. Gunshots. It all factors in. Wind direction, wind speed, temperature. I don't play with wind speed or wind direction very much. I don't pay much attention to that in the game. I feel like once you have a spot like this, as long as you don't overhunt it, because I do believe pressure is a thing in this game. So they will they'll continue to land. Well, you know, blow them out consistently. They will continue to land. Bro. I seriously doubt these ducks on this backside are gonna swim into that. Look at all of them. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, he's 15 over there. Mallards do fly late. They'll fly into here probably about 7:30, 8 o'clock at the latest. Definitely stick around. But there is a high possibility you do get late flyers. And this absolutely stupid helicopter that is going to drive me insane because it's so freaking loud. The game is perfect. The game is absolutely perfect except this helicopter. Like, I don't understand what the whole point of this helicopter is. I don't even know what it is. Over here. Over my head. There now. At all. No, thank you. No. Don't come back. Gotta spook on my ducks, bro. No, thank you. on, birds. Yeah, there's a bunch of them over there. Woo-wee. Try and get them to come over. Come on. Where are you? You're over there. Come on. Ooh. Yes, they do decoy. Aw, out of shells. Yeah, they decoy. That feed call, I don't know if you saw that, but it brought them right across into my decoys. Yes, that works. I don't know how many I killed. I got green head, green head, green head. And green head back there. Oh gee, plus teal over there. Gee, I gotta remember where all my ducks are. I only saw one duck fly out of there that didn't make it. Or didn't get killed. But all my ducks kind of pile up. I don't have a desire to pick them all up while the flight is good. Uh, you saw they went up and they hooked and they just, like I said, decoys here made them come in over. Decoys here made them not go far left and made them hit and got them right center with me. So it's all about creating the landing zone. This is the landing zone from the right of the decoys out to the middle, out to the ice here. This little circle here does work. I believe those were trafficked birds because they were high and they were flying out across and they got fooled. Whoa, I did kill a lot of birds. There's 5 there. Plus 1 back there. That's 6. I'll do it. Bridge. Goes Widgeon. Went in that corner. Screwed up a couple calls. Probably should have been able to traffic those. And my decoys. Widgeon do like to come over the water. Now I don't have Widgeon decoys right now, so they may not swim across the water. And they might head over here. They might actually walk across the ice. But yeah, he's walking across the ice. Look at that bird. Yeah, they do that. Like one of the only birds I've ever seen walk across the ice for a call. Yeah, they're all swimming over here. Look at those ducks walk across the ice. You're gonna fly over my head. Alright. That was not how that was supposed to go. At least I got one. I'm hoping it's a drake. I hear more. Where are they? I said I'll wait till like 8 o'clock. Bro, I hear more widgeon. More widgeon. So many widgeon. Yes, they will decoy. You just have to stick with it. You have to actively call. Call a little bit more than you think you should. Widgeon. I think this pigeon landed around the corner on the ice, possibly. But I still hear him call, and he's not. Ever in a different direction. He's calling from the same direction. One more big mallard flock doing it would very happy. But this is, like I said, this is like the 3 o'clock to like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. That widgeon made noise again. Here, another one over here too. That was terrible. I don't really want to move, because if I move, a mallard flock's gonna come in. Is that a hen? It is. Come on, I don't really like hen widgeons. Don't really get any money. Whoa! What was that? A third time I've seen that. It startles me every time I see that bird, and I have no idea what it is. And it gets me every time. I hear this widgeon. There's definitely a widgeon over there. He might be stuck. Pushed out in like a tree. Come on. Oh, if I move, power's gonna drop. I'm gonna spook them all. I'm gonna be mad. I'm not moving. So, while we're not having any action, birds, like I said, they like to land straight in this hole right here in the center. But once in a while, you will get birds that do land in these decoys to the right. And those are usually birds that see them as they go left to right. As they look in front of me. Very rarely is it birds going from left to right. Because they'll scrape over left and then land right into the decoys. Birds to the left usually just sharp hit it. They won't see these decoys and land here, and then vice versa. They sharp right. So you don't see those ones land there. Alright. My better judgment. Yeah, there's some very talkative widgeon. Like that one. Wow. Well, can't say that was a waste. Did kill a duck. Well, that's what I'm talking about. See? I get up. I shoot a duck. And that happens. This mallard drake is a hail call, so it's supposed to be pretty loud. I haven't really seen it work that well. I do try it. Because why not? Those ducks are like really far away. There's more trafficking birds, really. You know, we're trying to traffic these birds because now it's 7:30 and they're not. They don't know what's flying at 7:30. You know, the main flight is like 3 to 5, 5:30, and really dies down by a lot. Oh. Like I said, you can, like you can leave at 7:30 here and jump ducks in the water. Um, and you'll have success doing that. There's a pond just right that way. Just skip the first one, hit the second big one that connects to a bigger lake, and there will be mallards or shovelers in there. Probably shoot a handful, but as soon as you shoot them there and you come back over here, there will be ducks in your decoys. I almost guarantee it. I'm gonna keep watching this clock, but 8:30 is what I'm gonna stick it to probably. A little bit longer than usual. Yeah, that's not what I wanted to do. Turn my light on. I called it. As soon as I got up, chased that widgeon. Big flock of mallards went past. They know. They know too well. They've only done it a million freaking times. At least to me. The duck going down in the gutter. Just watch that single touchdown. Single mallard. Touchdown. So that single mallard actually is probably from the group that I shot earlier, and it's probably looking for that group that I shot. It was the only one that survived. She was smart enough not to go on the side of the pond. But there's no other reason to get a single. You will get pairs together in this game here, and they do spawn that way. They do come in pairs, like normal. But a solo is peak definition of a shot up flock that did not want to land any decoys. And I know why, because I would not want to be in those decoys either. 8 o'clock. Yeah, yep, that was that. I don't know where they came from. It's always one that gets away. Always. Always just. What's that? Is that a cripple? That's a cripple. Yeah, that's a cripple. I'll have to go chase that later. Oh, whoa. That was crazy. I'll have to go chase that later. Yes, there's wow, that was 4 one shot. Plus 1, 2, 6 again. So yeah, they decoy. I don't know what to tell you. Like, if you're complaining that they're not decoying, you're just not doing your decoy setup right, because they literally were in the decoys. Look where the feathers are. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. Like, I didn't pick any fancy wind. I didn't say anything about what wind I wanted when I started. I literally picked a random day that was warm. Guess we're gonna stick it out a little bit longer, cause yeah, 9 o'clock, I guess. Deal. No, just take one teal. I ain't wasting any more bullets. Straight two. So going back to what I said about randomly using the caller and the feed call and whatnot to maybe get ducks that you don't see but they're there. Um, I hit that feed call like 15 seconds before those ducks were in my decoys. So oh, they're swinging. See them just swing? Here they come. So if that doesn't tell you that you can decoy, like, did you not see them? They came around and they swung down, and you saw when they came back around and they came all the way down, and that's just normal duck stuff. Like, they want to land in the wind, and that was the best place for them to land when they landed right in the outside of decoys. So, again, ducks decoy, ducks respond to calls. They even respond when I mixed up a call and I failed a call, and then continued to call for widgeon, and they still decoyed. it works. I wish I should have zoomed with my binoculars, but I'm sure if you look in, zoom in, right here, they just around and they heard the call and they turned. And they turned around. They kept coming. They went around. They came back. They crossed up. They landed. And once they turned and landed, I switched to that other call, and I think that switch does have something to do with it. It's a more aggressive sounding call, like, get over here. Go. Another 10 minutes or so. Oh. Any day now. One more big mallard flock would really make my hunt. I mean, I can't ask for anything more than that. Or had two decent ones. Maybe. Now it's 9:15. block. Come on. I don't know. Maybe not. I still have to. Claim my ducks. So we're gonna claim my ducks here. I know there's a duck over here. At least. Alright. One. This is the N common teal. And mallard. That's what we really want right there. Make sure I can get all these ducks that are on land first. That way I minimize what I lose. But what's on in the water is all up on shore right here. Idea what that noise was. Some sort of bird. Looking for more feathers on the ground than an actual bird. The feathers will indicate a bird. That's usually pretty easy to find. Have a pile of feathers. I think. I don't think I shot too many on. I think those 3 were about it. Might be more. But I didn't see any feathers, so I doubt it. This is another case. And I don't think I need cripple or really jack cripples. Duck over here. Needs sure if it splashed in the water or if it made it on land. I don't think it made it on land, 'cause I don't see it. Not in the water. Oh, it is on the water. Haha. Yeah, I walked over it. Niggerhead mallard. Get any IRS on those ducks, on hens. Fortunately. Alright, so we'll start with this guy, because this is a Drake mallard. Kind of what we really want. Old green bean. Then we got a Drake Vision, cotton top. Another green head. One pellet to the head, ouch. Couple Susies. That's a wild picture right there. Wow, that's a lot of Susies. Another hen. While I'm here, I might get ducks in here. I'm gonna turn this light off. Another Susie. I didn't see that duck. I must have grabbed that underneath the pile. Or teal. More of those freaky fast birds. Another Drake Vision. Green bean. And Vision. Mallard. No, I didn't get any shovelers. My last hunt here, I shot 50% shovelers, no Vision. And yeah. Oh my goodness, there's so many more ducks here still. Flaming ducks for days. Another one. Mallard. There's 27 so far. A lot of quacks. Oh, see, missed one. feel like I'm missing some birds, but maybe not. Oh, I'm missing at least one cripple. So when chasing cripples, I kind of just run through the grass, and they'll usually pop out onto the water. Very rarely will they go on the land when already on land. But if you can, you can see them sitting on shore before you spook them. They're a lot easier to kill. And they're diving and bobbing and weaving in the water. I don't know what that was. I think that was just a bird. Ambient bird. I don't think that was a shooter bird. I'm gonna haul up this way, make sure I check every nook and cranny. Cause they do hide. And you gotta step on them, or the best thing is just have the light on. They don't like the light, so if you have trouble finding them, just walking around, turn the light on, do it, walk around, because as soon as you flash the thing on them, they're gone. They'll jump right in the water. They absolutely hate the light. But if I was stuck, I don't think I would want a spotlight shine in my eyes either, especially if I was wounded. Come on, I know you're over here somewhere. I know there's at least one purple over here somewhere. Oh, we got a video of him swimming over here. This little prick. Feel I wouldn't care, but it's a mallard. But I kinda do care. Found him. I'm gonna walk right past awesome. For her. That was a hen mallard. Not as worth it. Still worth it. Money's okay. Since we're here, and we got shells, I'll demonstrate what I do when I've stopped decoying. Leave your decoys. I'm back there around like 1700. So, in a little while. Don't move very fast through here, because you'll spook ducks before you even get close enough. And you just don't need to rush, you have time. And that's if you stay as long as I do and still have to search for ducks. Sometimes I'm right out at like 8:30 and I've already gotten my ducks done because I claim them as I shoot them. And then I have all day walk around and hunt. It's also a very good decoy spot. I would not say it's better than Axe Head. I think Axe Head, Tractor Lake, which Tractor Lake's over there, are the best two. Mallard decoying. Like, definitely take a look. Oh yeah, and Mallard Hole up there's phenomenal for Mallard decoying. It's the name Mallard Hole. Okay, so there's a bunch of ducks over there. I just caught my eye on. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this. I had the light on. That's a beaver. Using this cover because they will spook very easily. If you don't, take it slow. There are a bunch of ducks over there. I don't know what they are. Okay, so those are shovelers. Okay, so they're flying out of there. I just watched them fly. Wow. So there was no reason for that one not to die, but he didn't. So we just take what we got, which was, I believe, just one shoveler. And I think we will wrap that up. It's getting late, and I think I've kind of proven my point as far as mallards. As far as what to do with decoying, and yeah, it does work. It does work pretty well. So with that, well, I was gonna say with that, but well, with not that, because the shoveler just landed right there. We're going to go ahead and shoot the shoveler, and then once I shoot the shoveler, that will be the end of the video. What? That lapwing. Oh my gosh. Broski, I know you're in here. I wanna watch your ducky butt, like, swim into here. Yeah, right there. Bro. Alright. I'll do it. Grab this duck and then I'll try and do the outro I was trying to do. Or this shoveler so rudely interrupted my hunting. Or my clothes, or my not hunting, I should have said. Alright, I'll do it. The next one.